I think I'm in. Well, good morning or good evening, Australia, from the morning in UK, 9:30. So it's at this month. I remembered all the clocks change with everybody. Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to check America. Don't know if they've come back in either. Uh, yeah, good job I said that, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look. Oh, we've got somebody already. Ina Hoskins. Hiya, my favourite lady. I would like to ask two questions. Ina Hoskins, the social worker who was helping me, had no empathy. She called me and said, "We're putting you and the kids in a hotel." I said, "No way am I putting my kids through anymore." Uh, was I rude? Or do they understand? Oh, you want to know if they understand? I'll tell you what, I understand you. I don't know if you're if you are from the UK, I can't remember, I never do. But there's just been a story recently of, you've got a lot of these refugees in hotels. It's not safe. You've already been subjected to so much. So, in actual fact, you can use this to support your case. That both you and your children need to feel safe. And given the fact that there'll be strangers, refugees, I mean, they are, these people, I have been funny, I'm not racist or anything, but, certain people are doing certain things, unthinkable things, and putting it down to their culture. So let's have a look then. What measure did she get of you? Don't know what that was about. Right, anyway. How did the social, how did the social worker see Ina? I know exactly what's coming, already. Is she going to take it to her boss? Okay, I feel like she does. Your circumstances do warrant, like looking at in detail. Now, social workers, okay, look. I've got my mum's. My mum had a social worker. They're imploding. She left. Now there's no social worker for her. Because they all, there's too much stress. This care system, I tell you now, and the NHS, we're enough in trouble. Especially the care sector, actually. I think these NHS do get a lot of support. So, yeah, keep it, you'll make sure that you keep on with it and say it's not acceptable. Okay, so did she think you was rude? No, she thinks that, like everybody else, you're fighting for your family. My next question is, will they give us something better? My anxiety level is sky high. Thank you so much. I just want me and my kids to have peace. Do you know what I've told you? You've got to have faith, okay? Get rid of that anxiety because that is the answer. That is the answer. No, you will get better. You're not going to be forced, okay? You're not going to be forced. If you refuse, they have to, do make other arrangements, okay, that's satisfactory, and it needs to be pointed out, all, the things that I've said in your this card, the first card, because this is your answer, okay, and I see something built on solid foundation as well. I really do. Okay, so it's not the end of the year yet, is it? We've still got plenty of time, but it looks like this is an action point, okay? So from here, we're going to hear something more positive. But you have to stand up for yourself, okay? Stand up for yourself, stand up for your children, um, you know, and, well, whatever else. Olive Grove, hi BFP, love and light from Australia. Morning. Well, it's morning to me, Olive. Evening to you, is it? Bless you. Ina Hoskins, yes, I'm from the UK. Ina, because you're in the UK as well. I don't know if Citizens Advice, Women's Refuge, all like that, if they can help you or have been involved and can provide maybe a letter, anybody that you've been in, had support with since leaving, or doctor's reports, or anything like that. It depends how certain and how much you want to hammer them. But there's also your MP as well. I would suggest writing a letter to your MP, even if you do it now and it seems pointless in a three weeks, that you get your own way. Because the minute you tell the social worker you're getting your MP involved, it gets escalated a hell of a lot. You're going to have to, they say don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'm asking you, fire everything at them. Everything that you can. Okay, whether it be just your own letters and stuff like that, but I want you to use every single thing that I've said, to support your case as well, because otherwise they're under pressure. Okay, so if they think they can appease you and get rid of you in some way, they will do that. But if you're going to stand up for yourself and you're saying, oh right, definitely drop a minute that you've I know this for certain. Okay, put it in that you've written to your local MP, and you can say that on the same day you posted your letter. They're not to know this, but it will be escalated. She'll go running back, or they will, because they don't know what to do when you mention an MP. Only your senior people do. They'll have heard of it, but it's not often that we resort to writing to our MP to back us. Okay. Lisa Goldie, hi from Western Australia. Big hugs. Will my middle daughter get a job in the future that she will love? Will a middle daughter get a job that she loves? I don't know why, but something to do with like hair. I thought, hairdressing popped in to my mind. That's quite sociable, that, isn't it? And you get tipped well and you get all the creams and beauty. Unless she's got, a science degree and wants to go into that. Okay, so it's early days for your daughter, I'm afraid, in finding her career path. And the only way you can learn to appreciate or enjoy a new job or a job is because you've had a shit one. It just makes you appreciate it more, doesn't it? So I kind of feel, I'm seeing 5 here. I wanted to really pull it out the bag. A job is better than no job. Okay, when you've got a job, then you can select a job that you like. Okay, or she can start her own business, if she wants her own career and wants to do that. But right now she's going to have to just go through it like everybody else. Either work your way up, or change careers, or have a few jobs in succession, to one where you finally worn down and you think, oh yeah, this is the job for me. But I'm telling you now, there's no such thing as a dream job at all. I had 2 pretty fantastic jobs. One I still, I did love all the way through. It was fraud, working with them and the child support agency and the civil service. But the other one was getting into the working in the hospitals for the NHS. And I wanted it. But I tell you now, after about, I don't know, 9 months, I didn't want it anymore. I didn't. So be careful what you wish for, be careful what you ask. I would say go for a job that suits your lifestyle, that gives you your work-life balance. If you're not a night person, then obviously day shifts. And just stuff like that, really simple stuff. Are you going to work weekends? Do you have to work every other weekend? So I would say they're more important factors, and they're truly what are going to make you happy or her happy. Olive Grove, BFP, does the universe have any guidance for me for the next 2 weeks from southeast Queensland? It does. I hope you're drinking more water, okay, because I've got my water in. Suddenly I just wanted to pick it up. I feel a bit of ice, but I don't know. if it's your winter or bloody summer, you know, to cool down. Universe, what advice can you give our Olive, please, for the next 2 weeks? Well, it looks like you're not going to get a say in the matter. So it kind of seems to me you've got the death card reversed. Don't worry. Death card reverse, you know, I'm getting maybe we're not able to do something or go somewhere because you've had absolutely no choice. This, do you know what this would remind me? As if you plan to go somewhere. Well, there's one thing where it could be, you know, that you maybe slipped or something, or you've hurt your leg or something, you know, or you don't feel like going because you're poorly. But it could be something else as well that, you know, something comes up and you just, you know, you ain't got no choice in this situation. You'll have to put it off. So it's not an ending of something, but it could be, it's not exactly a delay neither. So it could be that you just feel you've got no choice in the situation. Maybe that you have to go along with something as well that you normally wouldn't approve of. Okay. Ina Hoskins, thank you. Yes, she said she will take it to her boss. Monarch Beach 22. Hello, my darling, but your message has been retracted, so it may show up in a bit. Lisa Goldie, hi hon. If you have time, please could I have a card? You certainly can. I mean, we're real busy, aren't we? We're run off our feet here. Could you have a card, please? Well, I'm getting, you know, not great news. Maybe you were looking to hear about something, okay? You may feel as well like, you know, instead of, you know, being in a busy, fruitful period, that some of these communications and tasks or jobs or, you know, things that you have to do over the computer, maybe paying bills, you know, and it could be a work situation. I just feel like it's delayed. It's like it doesn't go your way. Okay, something's not going your way right now. I'm not saying it doesn't go your way at all, but it's frustration. It is frustrating. This could be like news of work or something of value, and you're not hearing back, or you're not getting the responses that you thought you would. It's not a bad card. It's the Eight of Wands. You know, it just means that for another 7 weeks probably, you know, that you just gotta watch what you're doing, what you're saying, you know. And I don't feel it's friendships here, Liza. I feel like it's you know, stuff that you have to do really, you know, your day-to-day running of your life. Okay. So yeah, I think not a bad card really, where things kind of slow down, or kind of sense that, you know, there's not much coming in. It does change, you know. It will change. You will find that you're more busy later on. Okay. Olive Grove, thanks BFP. R. Laster, morning here from Florida, USA. Love your readings and your personality. Oh, bless you. I love you all too. I really do. You're so amazing to me, honestly. You blow me away. Jenny Trimmer, can you please explain the significance of repeatedly seeing the numbers 1111? Okay, 1111. For beginnings. For visits. For people. Okay. So because it might say 1, but that's a beginning, isn't it? You've got the 0 here, and then you've got the 1, and the 1 is like, the 0 is where you decide to do something. The 1 is where you will do something. So I kind of get like 4 things about you that are all beginning for you. And you know what? You've made these beginnings, whether it be a new friendship, a new routine, a new hairstyle, a new job, you know. But let's have a look. What is the significance from the cards' point of view? Yeah. Oh, you've got a tingle, right? A tingle is where I feel spirit with me, and they tickle my hair, or, you know, move my hair, or send me love. Now, I think this is a friend, because the minute I said tingle, they buggered off. Okay, so I do feel like something that came as a surprise for you. I'm seeing a shock here, so it could have been a shock of losing somebody quickly, suddenly, or indeed you're in for a hell of a shock. Okay. When my mum got this card, you know, when I was young, I'll say young, 19, this was the card that said she was pregnant. Okay. So whatever makes sense to you regarding that. But the mail was here. It definitely was. There's no doubt about it. Strong as hell. But it shot off, you know, it shot off. So I must be right on. I'm right on the money where this is concerned. Okay, so for 1 1 1 1, and treating everybody equally, you know, treating equally. Somebody trying to say to you that they love you all equally. It doesn't always have to appear that in life, but I am getting love you all equally. Equal. I don't know why I said that. Equally. Okay. And you know, when you get the Tower card, right, it can be a good card, it can be a positive, it can be negative, okay? But I tell you now, if you haven't learned by now that in life you can get through anything, you get through the worst of the worst, and you have, okay? So anything else is just like pocket change, okay? You've had the big runs of it, okay? You've experienced it, now you kind of hardened to it, maybe stronger, you know, more immune to the influences around it. So I'm not saying anything bad. Okay, our last ooh, may I please have a card? Of course you can. I'm gonna go this one. Okay, like I feel real happy, you know, comedy, kind of funny, jokey, mischievous, playful. I don't know whether there's a plan by somebody. Maybe somebody's planning something, like it could be a dinner or a work meeting, or anything. You know, it'll make sense to you. But I just feel like this plan doesn't quite work out. So maybe plans to meet somebody doesn't work out. Now, I am, let me have a look. So I kind of feel like, you know, where life has gone from maybe being pretty rosy, okay, rosy, then it's no longer rosy, okay, it's no longer rosy at the moment. You just can't see it. Are you trying to get some money back from somewhere, or are you trying to sort of like protect yourself? It's very hard what I'm trying to say here, because I kind of feel like there is finances can be involved as well. So there might be a bit of a tug of war where finances are concerned. So in one respect, I would be looking to uh, recover monies, recoup some monies. It don't have to be a big amount, it can be a small amount, you know, some off your gas bill, or you paid too much on your water, you know, things like that. But I feel like you should start to look in those areas, you know, for getting for saving your money, okay, for saving your money. So I don't know why that's come up, but you've got to protect what's yours. That's right. You know, this is probably money that's been in a way wasted. You know, wasted. So if you've got the heating on, and then I mean, you're in a hot place, aren't you? So maybe the aircon, I don't know. Something, just look at your budgets and see where there's an excess that you could be saving as well, because I just feel like and it's true, isn't it? You know, life was rosy until a few years ago. We got hit by the sea, and now we've been hit with a recession. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Honest to God, it's ridiculous. So yeah, try and look at that, and don't bloody give anything else away. You know, if you're a generous person, I'm sorry, just hang on to it for now. Okay, it's in your best interest. Monarch Beach. Hello, BFP. Hello. What do you see for me in the next 6 months? Thank you. Next 6 months, please. Next 6 months. Feel positive. Well, it was good while it lasted. Okay, right, so you're still working on things that you're not quite happy with at the moment. Okay, so I do see some of this unhappiness, discontent, boredom even, bored of having the same life, the same routine, the same people, you know. But it's actually not people around you, okay? It's actually you. So something's changing inside where you've been feeling not happy about a situation. This is actually your next card after this would be stop fretting, you know, don't cry over spilt milk, let things go. Because that's what you need to do. You sort of like, oh, you've switched off some emotions, okay, and feelings, but there's still others. Now, these emotions can be anger, being frustrated, you know, feeling slighted, you know, whatever it is. But it's not making you happy hanging on to these things. So I would encourage you, and it looks like this is what is the next stage for you, is that you're going to start putting this into perspective and into the background, okay? Because you're soon going to be aware that your time on things is better spent elsewhere, you know, and brings you joy. And when you manage that, which you will, because now you know, you'll get the Six of Cups, which is, you know, where you're ready to bring up the past, but with happy memories, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. Under the Sea Roses. Hello, BFP. I love how real you are. Is there some spirit activity in my home trying to get my attention about something? Also, what are they trying to tell me? Well, do you know what? Before I come on, I had an urge. I've never asked before, so I asked if I had a spirit guide, and it went, yeah. And I knew it was a male. And then I picked up a different set of cards, and I was like, you know, what I always ask before reading, you know, I clear out my baggage, you know, like, what do I need to know? Because if it shows up in a reading, I would sort of like turn it on me and misinterpret it. So I get that out of the way, and then I've now asked the spirit guides. Oh my god, he showed me his face on a card. A card deck that I don't really use for myself, and I asked him if this is a true likeness, and I'm to trust him. You know, he trusts me, and I'm to trust him. And he's got a beard. He's real portly. He looks a real nice, funny guy actually. So probably where I get my sense of humour from as well. So yeah, there is somebody with us all the time. Okay. So you know, what does this? There is, you know, that's the way it is. There's always somebody there. I might talk to him a bit more now, but you know. Well, what do you say to him? What do you say? Because you can't say to him, oh, make me a brilliant psychic, because it's not about them giving me that power. It's about me opening my heart more, listening more, you know, keeping working and developing all the time and learning. You know, that's how you become a great psychic. So let's have a look then. You know, is this a guide? And if it is, you know, what does he want to know? What is he about? Apparently, they're attached to you as well. They can't go away. That's it. They're assigned to you. You can't get rid of them. But I imagine we're never going to fall out. So is this a guide, and what's he trying to say? Well, it kind of tells me, I'm getting a lot of false starts here. Okay, a lot of false starts. So that could be that you're startled as well, and you feel it. It's happened. It does happen a lot. I've experienced it myself. It's where you easily jump and you think, "What was that?" So there is a few false starts, but I'm telling you, he's around. Now, what is it? He's not really happy. I think there's a fake person around you. If you was hoping this would go anywhere, I don't think so. It could be quite damaging in the long run. The long run. So this is about quick changes as well. I just get quick. As if like it's quick. Whatever it is quick. Whether it's a noise, whether it's your feeling, whether it's like seeing a shadow out your back of your eye. It all seems quite. There's a lot of nasty words being said here as well, not from them to you, but around you. So I think that's why they're coming around you, because there's certain people that you cannot depend on in your life, and it's not a healthy situation neither. So only you can decide whether it's a partner, a relative, a son, a daughter. Somebody somewhere around you is causing a lot of uncertainty and chopping and changing, okay, chopping and changing. So you may have, people coming around you. You have maybe different guides for different things, maybe, for different situations in your life, but you always have one, and sometimes you can have more. But I do get like a fair bit of spirit with you, so maybe there's at least 3 losses, and I mean close losses. I see 4, but I see more importantly 3 over on the other side for you as well. So they're rooting for you, but you've got to open your eyes. And do it smartly. When you respond to somebody, do it calmly. Do it calmly. For one, it pisses them right off and doesn't give them much of an excuse to start shouting and bawling. But, sometimes it's, you can talk things through and resolve it, to a better situation. You don't have to just close people off, but you have to make your point, but make it in a point that is not aggressive. Oh my god, where are we? Right, okay. If so, I mean, yeah, I got that under the sea. Holly, hi BFP. I've started a new job and I'm finding it difficult. Will it get better? Oh, Holly, I've been where you are, darling. It's hard, isn't it? But I feel like things improve when somebody else is new after you. Do you see what I mean? So you're not the last new person, so to speak. And it's called norming, storming, and forming. Okay. So when you go storming in, and you've got all the enthusiasm. Can I pick a card for her, please? You've got all the enthusiasm. This is what's happening, I think. You have gone in with all the enthusiasm, and now there's issues because maybe it's not what you thought or how you thought it'd be, or the working conditions, or the people you work with. I'm afraid, I don't know if you've been out of work for a while. We've got the 8 of Pentacles reversed, okay? Already in your mind, I think you're feeling that this isn't for you, that this isn't going to work out. That's not to say that it doesn't, okay? But, if you're truly going to start getting up in the morning and dreading it, you need to know what it is that bothers you. So normally, I'll tell you, it's people speak to you, not the customers or anything, clients, your bosses or the people you work with, you know, where they're real bitchy and everything. I've worked in their environments, but, you know, crack on with the job, apply for another, but don't leave, you know, don't leave until you've got another job. And the other thing is, my son hates his bosses as well. Loves what he does, but hates it and finds every excuse, you know, to like try and moan. So I'm going to say that, you know, you get paid by the hour to do your work, and that's what you should be focused on. But if you don't have much of a life outside work, work becomes your only kind of focus, and that's not healthy, and that's where problems are set to arrive. I mean, you know, my husband might have been working 16-hour days, but he's got a family and a life and everything, you know, outside of it as well, which helps bear it. So I would ask you to look at that as well. But in a way, you're not happy. I think you've made your mind up already. So that was Holly. Rini Rossi. Hi BFP. I hope things are going better for you. Could you pull a card for me? Of course I can. Well, my arm's slightly better. It's been clicking. It's been a week. I fell asleep sat up. My mum, I've just been going through. I don't mind talking about my mum, but yeah, I've been looking at homes and everything. It's just soul destroying over here because they rate you and you have outstanding, good, and inadequate or improvements, and there is no outstanding. It's complicated as well because my mum's only got half, like a lung, half a functioning lung, so that's why she's on breathing equipment all the time, and then the Alzheimer's as well, so it's proving a tough call. I'm having her this week, and that's cheered me right up. As for my husband, I've got to be aware that my kids listen to this channel. Okay, so I am always upfront and true about things, you know, real. So I will share these experiences with my husband later. Okay, later when we know exactly what's what. Okay, can we have a card for Rini, please? Oh, you've got some good news. I don't know if you're on about going somewhere, Rini. See a bit of travel for you and positive messages. I also see somebody ringing you that you might not have heard from, in a while. I've also got like a younger male who for some reason is going to bring you a bit of joy, you know, a bit of joy. So yeah, I think it's positive for you, Renee. Sometimes, you know, I know you've had difficult cards in the past. What about seeing your son? Your son? So could you be meeting up with your son or something? I'm definitely getting messages, and this is a card of travel. Okay, so you could be making arrangements as well to see him. Okay, but I do get like a younger one, but then they did say son. Jenny Trimmer, thank you. That was very helpful. You're welcome. Holly, why does my sister hate me so much? She's never treated me like a sister, even when we were children. She's the eldest. I have a brother, then me last born. Why? Why? Well, this is actually a very good card, the Seven of Cups. Okay, so there's a veil here. You don't see everything. You don't see how she sees it as well. You've both got mixed signals uh, in in the way that you view things. So her viewpoint is not meant to be cruel or nasty. Does she actually know how you feel? Have you had an honest conversation? You know, like, I don't know, you know, I wish I could be closer, you know, why do you think? that we're not so close, because you can celebrate your differences as well, Me and my brother, chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. There's only 18 months between us. So, and then I've got a younger brother by, I don't know, about 10 years, maybe 9 years. And so, mind you, he's a toe rag, so I don't see him. But it's different, so you have different experiences, when you was a wee nipper, she'll have been having a first boyfriend, so maybe in a way she feels superior, but maybe, what you don't know is that she probably thinks that she lets you be, and if you ever need her and come to her, there's that. I'm not seeing a thing where there's jealousy, rage, anger, or anything. I just see it's you two seeing your relationship very, very differently. I mean, if I was you, you've got nothing to lose, and ask her, just say, you know what? I've often wondered this, but how do you see me as a sister? And if things come out, they come out. You can resolve them. But I purely say that this is down to being sensitive, but not seeing things through, not seeing things from their point of view, not seeing or knowing. Are you both like not so like saying how that you want to be close, or how upsetting this is, because I really feel like this can easily be fixed, And when you want somebody to answer you, you've got to listen. And when I say listen, it means you can't go in and say, well, you did this and you did that. Just listen and say nothing. You don't even have to take it on board, you just have to say, right, okay, I accept that's the way you feel. And she may not use the same terminology, but you can come to an agreement, okay? It's never too late. And I think she probably thinks you don't like her, so yeah, I think that's it. Try it, let me know. Okay, our last thank you. Lots of recoveries are going on. Always pinching pennies, but we'll pinch them in half now. Oh, bless you. Monica Beach 22. Yes, thank you. Grief and hope. Hello, sweetheart. I've been praying for you. When will the judge be charged in regards to my son being killed? When? Well, can I ask when you'll feel like justice has been served, okay? Because that's what you want. You want justice. So, when, how long before justice is served, for this judge in particular, was probably, his actions that have led to the death of this lady's child. And we've said, haven't we, before? Okay, we've said this before, right? So, it's going to be more on his conduct as a judge, okay? So people can go back and say, why did you make that decision? How come you applied that? Why didn't you do this? So it's more of his profession that's going to get him into trouble. Now, this can't be your card because I'm not feeling the intense pain. So this must be his. Do you know what? I think there's an apology. I really do think there's an apology that comes his way, because I think as well he knows he made a mistake. I think he knows. It's something like he didn't intentionally, release that person. assuming, knowing, intending for your son to be killed, to die. So knowing he's part of that, well, is punishing. But, I do feel like there'll be revisions into his conduct as a judge, investigations, I'm sure. There's an investigation, and it goes on and on and on. But, I think an apology from him would do wonders for you, because it wasn't actually him that did it, yet, his actions may have led up to it. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. I'm still getting unprofessional conduct here. So, there's something, and he will suffer. He is suffering, and he will suffer. But it's not going to be in the way. Justice is not always your idea of justice. Okay, the law handles justice, and sometimes it's seem to be done right, and sometimes it's not. Okay, so but this isn't over. I still see legal arguments being put forward and stuff, so it's still ongoing. I'm afraid this case could take a hell of a long time. My youngest brother was in a car traffic accident. I was in a coma for 2 years. Well, not 2 years. He wasn't right, and then he wasn't right after. He was in a coma. I think he was out of it for about 9 months, and he went out of hospital for about 2 years. It was terrible. But it took 11 years. 11 years, to get to the bottom of it, and everything else. So it is a long process. But if you look at it, is this what's keeping you going? So I'll leave that with you. Right, Monarch Beach 22. Will I find a new job I enjoy and be seen? Be seen? Okay, I'll just ask her how it is. Will she ask, will she get a new job and be seen? Excuse me, I was just oiling her throat with some water. Okay, you're not doing something right, okay? I've done videos on this before. Do you know what? I really should. Just do a single video and point out. We talk about this every week. Okay, so, you're not getting seen because, no offense, but, employers work to a certain format. And if you don't know that format, you've got little or no chance. So I'm assuming that you've applied for jobs and you want to head back from any of them. That tells me it's your application. Look, you're not even getting past your application at all. So, what I need you to do is, and if you take this advice, it is, I've used it time and time again. Some of my followers have taken my advice and done it and got themselves a job. What you need to be doing is, when you apply for a job, you must make sure that your job titles, CV, is tailored to showing that the aspects of the job is involved in that. So if you went to work as a barmaid, or you went to work at say a fun fair, there's certain things that you can tie in, like you're used to making, handling money. You're used to giving out the correct change, and you can add up and subtract. You can work under pressure. You can do these things. You can tie all these things literally into any job. Secondly, you need to print out or read. They should either send you or you can download a job description, and then you want to, you can type in any job and get the bones of the crux of a general job description of what this position is you're applying for. So again, you will make sure that that is included on your resume or in your application. But not just that, you get your person specification. Okay, this is what they are looking for, to see that you have demonstrated, how you work under pressure, giving examples, blah blah blah. All those three things, job, no problem, no problem. You get the interview, and no offense, but most of the time, you on that basis, they want you before you've even walked through the door, and that's how you do it. Okay, so you'll have to listen back. Now I know the last sessions we did, we talked in depth. So a fortnight ago, we talked in depth about this. Okay, and I will actually do a video because it's just so useful for you all, and it's a tool, isn't it? It's getting through the gateway, and yeah, that's how you do it. So that's what it's saying, my darling. Focus on those. Shine a light. You've got real good things, and you don't seem to be showing them in the right way. Employers don't tell you how to do this, okay? They don't. But I spent many a long time in the civil service, and I know my stuff when it comes to recruitment and what people are looking to see on your resume, on your application form, and also, in person as well. Well, I found a new job I enjoy and be seen. So you will when you've listened to my advice. Under the sea roses. Yes, it's noises in my home. Okay, so some of them could be creaks as well. Our buildings, mine's brick, so I don't know what yours is. But we get cracks, at certain points, because houses actually do move. Okay, they do move, and so there can be creaks all over as well. So some of them will be false, but you've always got your guide around you. Grief and hope. Will my son's current relationship turn into a marriage? Will a son's relationship turn into marriage? Maybe your son's not ready to be married. Okay, maybe he's just like, well, maybe this could be a practice run, because I'm getting no. Okay, I'm not writing her off. They might be saying no, just not now. But I've got a feeling that your son may do something where it causes them not to get married. That could be ending the relationship. And both agreeing down the line that really they're not that suited, or they're not going to give each other what they want. So, it will be your son's decision, okay, not hers. It'll be your son's. So maybe down the line he changes his mind and he's entitled to. But at the end of the day, at least it's his decision, okay? It's not somebody else's. Olive Grove. Hi, BFP. Can I ask another question? If so, do you see any issues with the builders or trades at my home over the next 2 weeks? I'm just a bit worried things may not go smoothly. So Olive, I don't know. I'm thinking of the card with the death card, not ending. Okay, so the death card. You have no choice. You're gonna have people traipsing in and out your house. You'll have to go through with it, no matter what. How will Olive cope with the builders? Will it be all right? Oh, of course it will. You'll have to keep an eye on them though. You know, this is going to be a bit of hard work for you, Olive. So the results will be fine, but you know, just go careful. Inspect everything. You know, take an interest. Keep. You know, I know you'll be making cups of teas. Um, you may feel like you're not confident enough, you know, to speak something and say something. But I would, you know, I would. So if you see something that's not right, or if you can see a problem, we're having to stay one step ahead. So, you know, there'll be things all over, people coming in and out with their muddy shoes on, you know, and stuff like that. So it's all about preparing and kind of, you've got no choice, you know, they're going to be in there, the work's going ahead, you will feel like you haven't got any choice. So I hope you agreed your price, and if, I don't know, you say, I kind of have a thing where maybe they've not factored in something, okay, so there could be like, well, you know, we'll have to have a look, or we'll see what we can do. It's that kind of thing. That's normal for them to do with that. It's normal, okay. So just tie them in and stay one step ahead. But you know, it's getting done. You've got no choice now but to go through with it. So prepare as much as you can, and be prepared. You know that it's a lot going on for you. It's a lot, but it'll be all right. You know, like anything. They make the mess, don't they? You know, I don't know. It's not bad anyway. It's not bad. It's just that they're in, and you know, you're gonna have to deal with it. I don't know if there's more than one builder. I kind of sense that we've got a cheeky son, sir, a younger guy, who maybe is like, I don't know, antagonising a situation, but that would be with his father, I think. I think it's the builder's son, or relation of some sort. So, yeah, don't worry too much. Under the Sea Roses, thank you, BFP. Makes a lot of sense. The three are my mum and her two sisters. The fourth is my nana, but from a long time ago. Oh, amazing. Don't we just love that, Don't we? Oh, bless. Olive Grove, hi everyone. Please give BFP lots of love, flowers, and wings, and all the rest of them. Thank you. Debbie, hi. How are you? I'm having my mum for the week this week. I'm looking at homes. I'm checking with our. We have a government guidance assistance over here, CQC, for a home. It's proving a bit disheartening. It's complicated because of her issues. And as for my husband, I will disclose later because I've got 4 children, and I know at least 2 of them are watching that channel, so it wouldn't be fair to discuss things with you lot before I discuss with them. Debbie, hi. Are you able to see my finances improving soon? I want to move home. Okay. Uh, will things financially improve so she can move? No, do you know what? I feel like something's coming your way that you haven't seen. Maybe you're in the dark about it. And so this could, uh, you know, prevent you kind of moving now. Okay, it could affect you. So it might be that, you know, you have to, withdraw from you know, such a move, okay, just for now, just to till whatever this is seen. But it's, you know, in writing, it could be a bill, or it could be coming, you know, it could be coming from anywhere, someone coming to stay with you, or anything. So, you know, watch out for that. But it's not voluntary, okay, so something comes along that upsets your plans, okay. But what I would say is, you know, in future, anybody asking this question, ask how you can improve your finances so you can get your dream home. So I'll ask that for you. How could she improve her finances to move? Okay, so I've got a Queen of Cups. I just feel like somebody is going to be kind of responsible for blocking you. I kind of feel like I have a bit of an attention seeker and drama queen. Um, look, they have good days and they have bad days. That's what I'm thinking. So, they one day they're all on it and on top of it, and getting to grips with it and being caring and happy and dreamy and helpful and loving. And then in the next breath, they're completely the opposite. That is true of us all. I'll have to say that's my card as well. So yeah, I'm definitely can be a drama queen. But yeah, so I kind of feel like, you need to deal with this person. Oh, don't say it's, one of your kids who's got a big bill coming the way, or something. So I kind of feel like, yeah, this young lady could be an obstacle. Maybe this is where the blockage comes from, this person or child, you're always trying to help people out. While you sort of like parting with your cash, well, you're not building it up in a bank with interest for yourself. So yeah, that might. I hope that makes sense. It possibly could. It will though. There you go. Yeah, because you wrote there was an uncertainty there about her. So I don't know if you're thinking, is it her or is it her? Kelly DP message retracted. Lovely you. Hi, will I receive my money back from BM tomorrow? Will she get money back tomorrow? Well, I think you'll be on the phone chasing them. I think you need to chase them as well. What I will say though, is it can come at different times, so it won't automatically go in at midnight. Sometimes with payments like that, they have to sort of like manually enter it. So that means it could be 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So I'd ring them tomorrow. About 10 o'clock if you've not heard from them. So it's definitely on its way, but you need to be chasing them, okay, and keeping on top of them and say, we keep it noted that I've rang in case I need to complain later. Say things like that, and yeah, I mean it'll help or it won't. But yeah, get on the phone. I think this phone line is busy. It's a pain in the backside. So I don't feel like you'll ring maybe 10 and 3 in the afternoon for a result. Does it come in? Not when you're expecting it, okay? It's coming, it's in, but not when you're expecting it or at the time, or if you're going to wake up in the morning and check your bank balance, maybe. So I'll give them a ring, and don't be afraid of asking them. How is this done? What is the process between my phone call now and then pay me? What's the process? And they'll say, well, it has to go to another department, it's with another department, and we're just waiting to process it. But at least you've asked. At least you've asked. I just wondered as well, that could be a person, that could actually be a person. You'll get it, but you have to chase it, okay? My son owes me some money and, agreed that he would pay it back yesterday. So I said to him, uh, I sent him a text actually saying, oh, let me know when you've put the cash in my account. He's going to listen to this, isn't he? Anyway, and thank you very much for paying me back. So he went, yeah, I will do. I still haven't received it. Okay, so I'll do it. I'll just get on to him. But anyway, yeah. So that's how you need to keep on top of them. Anna Vaughan. Hi, will I be getting a new job in programming next year after school? Will I be successful? Will she be successful in getting a job in programming next year after she finishes? Do you know what? Right, I see. I see. Eventually, you do, but I think you may have to go in at a younger stage, okay, an earlier stage, because doing it in class and university or whatever is certainly different to practicing and working in a job. So you may start like at the bottom and then work your way up when they see how much skill and vavavoom and how reliable you are and how dedicated you are. That's how we all start off. So some people are incredibly lucky to get into IBM or get top jobs only because I would suppose mainly it's who not what who and so you're going to have to prove yourself. But now you know that, you're not going to be disappointed. Don't know if you've been working in a bar as well, because I kind of feel like this, wherever you are, it's got drinks and stuff. It might be a cafe or something, but where you are, you'll probably keep that little job just as a bit extra while you're getting established, okay? But there's no time like it to go into programming. My very, very good friend Panos is a computer scientist, okay? I was never interested. I wasn't even interested in the internet when it first came out. And he laughs because he says, "You're still not on Facebook." But so yeah, it's a very, very, very good time. Okay, there are lots of positions as well, so don't give up on your dream. Grief and hope. Yes, it's going to take a long time. It's not keeping me going, but it's holding me back. Thanks for that insight. Telling me that the judge is sorry means a lot to me. You are amazing. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Monarch Beach 22. Thank you. Great advice. Shannon Dumont. Malt. BFP, on your last, I asked you about my son's job search. You told me to look at his skills and match him to the job. We rewrote the resume and cover letter. What do you say? What will he get their job? What do we see now he's done that? Made those changes. Right, well, I would say there's a lot of people in there competing for this job, so it really would have had to stand out. This isn't a no. This isn't a no. So I kind of feel like he could get maybe an interview, a telephone call maybe, but it is tough competition. So I'm going to say, right, in most cases, okay, so this is brilliant that you've actually done that for your CV, okay, that gives you a leg in. Also takes practice as well. I'm saying it's not an no, it's not a no. Will he get an interview then? Will he get an interview out of this? Oh, I get you. I get you. Okay. Okay, so it's right, what I need you now to do, what they're saying is, okay, there's a lot of competition. Not only that, there is a lot of other jobs. So send that out, send it out, adapt it like we've said. So each job, use that method, send it out. The universe wants you to stop worrying about this one, because this one's pinning your hopes on it all the time. It'll be, it gives you anxiety and everything. Just worrying about it, it is pointless. Like I say, it's not a no. It's not a no. But what I want you to do is have that same scenario with about 8 different jobs, 10 different jobs. It's hard work, but it's worth it to get that job. Okay, so what it's saying is you've got the framework, but now they want you to compete with more jobs. Okay, compete with more jobs. And then just like what happened to me, all of a sudden, I applied for about 5 jobs at the same time, and four of them ended up with offers of employment. So, it's a great format, okay? You can always ask for feedback if it doesn't happen. But, like I say, I'm not getting a flat out no refusal here, okay? Well, that's what they're saying to do. I mean, you never know. It could come to an interview and the employee says, have you applied anywhere else? And so when when your son or daughter, whoever, says, yeah, I've applied for so-and-so, I'm just waiting, and I've got an interview maybe coming up with so-and-so, they'll be impressed. Stick with the format because it's better than nothing. Olive Grave, thank you, BFP. There's a few trades. Don't worry about your mum, BFP. It will work out. The universe will guide you. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Lovely. You, thank you. Debbie, thanks for the reading. I have 2 adult children live with me and a granddaughter. Grief and hope. Should I go back to my job or quit? Should you go back to your job? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Everybody wants you back. Everybody wants you back, okay? They want to see you back at work. You've been missed. You've been missed, okay? So yeah, get yourself back to work, lovely, okay? I just see it being good, and you'll enjoy it as well. You will, when you isolate yourself from work colleagues and everything, when you've been off a long time, it's so daunting, isn't it, to go back. But I tell you what, you get the first 5 minutes out the way, walking in the door, and the rest is just like so simple, okay? Simple and easy. Shannon DeMalt, thank you. We will try for many jobs for my son. You are great. Oh, bless you. I think you're all amazing too. So I'm back this afternoon for the American show. I'm going to go and have my breakfast, I think, okay? Let's have a look. My mum and sister have never liked me my whole life. Would love to know why. Why? Why? So, people like that, I think they're just not good at, sharing their feelings. You get this a lot, okay, where parents with personality disorders and kids have them too. So, like my mum, I felt like she hated me. There was some horrendous stuff. But, I was angry at her for a long time. I fought with her for a long time. And then I just accepted her. She got a raging personality disorder, and her family was like, if you don't know you're doing something wrong, you can't change it. You can't be aware of it. Another thing, when I received therapy for for it, I said, my mum will never say sorry. She'll never admit that she's been out of order and in the wrong. And the therapist told me that she can't. It would break her. It would destroy her, okay? Because she's never had those feelings before. And to her, it was just normal behaviour. So, it's kind of a protective mechanism as well. But you know what? Like me, you're very empathetic, very caring, very independent. You can stick up for yourself. And unfortunately, as good qualities they are, the brilliant qualities to have, it came at a price. It came out at a price, but, they'll never be able to see how they've affected you until, they get over the other side and get to have that vision. So who knows? They're just like, they're blocked. They just hide, hide what they do, hide what they think, they hide behind it. So in essence, really, they don't actually know the extent of the damage that they have put upon you, okay? So I used to think a bonus of that is that when they die, I wouldn't be bothered. But you know what? I will. Okay, I will be bothered, and so will you as well. But that means, it shows you're a good, kind person. So don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. I'm not saying it's not their fault, but they just have a different view of things as well. And I mean, they've been totally unrealistic as well. I think they've turned down a lot of opportunities, to work things out with you or try and see reason. But they can't, okay? They can't. It's not in them. It's not possible at all. So now we know that, we know who the real star is, don't we? We know who is blessed. Everything in our life is real, okay? Real feelings, real emotions, real kindness, real truth. Okay, so try and see it as that way. Under the sea. By the way, BFP, have you thought of getting a PO box address? There is absolutely nothing wrong with people who have helped you sending you little gifts just to say thank you. I know my son said that to me yesterday, but I'm just getting you. Honestly, I'm a giver, not a taker. And I suppose I should rewrite that and go, accept her. So gently, will ease me into it. Because I just feel terrible for people. I really do. I think, what if they've had to turn down a heating a notch, what if they've had to go without a hot chocolate? I know not everybody is as dire straits, but I have no way of telling who is and who isn't. But thank you. Monarch Beach, crying, thank you, yes, oh bless you. Under the Sea Roses, people love to say thank you. I know they do. I think you're all wonderful. I think you're all amazing. And I too, I always tip everybody. The window cleaner, the rubbish man, whoever. My husband goes absolutely ballistic, Why are you giving him £20? I went, well, there's 4 of them. Anyway, okay. Oh, bless. Right, okay, so that's it then. That's end of session this morning. And I'll see you all back here either in a fortnight's time or indeed later on today. Okay, my darlings. Hop on the shows later on as much as you like, okay? And I hope you've all enjoyed this session. Okay. Bye now. Bye-bye. Oh, bless you.